Hey there, guys. I am going to show you how to handle it if you absolutely cannot figure out a way to get a fast pass or something, some way, somehow to not have to stand in line. If you're going to absolutely have to stand in line, I'm going to teach you how to do it. We're at the Touring Plans homepage. So this is the dashboard. This is my dashboard. And I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you, let's go to Epcot and we'll look at Frozen Ever After, which is one of the really in-demand rides. But I want to show you a couple things that can be really helpful. So this is going to give you like some good information whenever you come here. You're going to see the crowds and stuff for the recent days. And then this stuff's going to be helpful. But what I really want to take you down here to show you the big rides, because this is going to give you an idea of what's the best thing to fast pass. Because if these are the most popular rides, then you'll know these are going to be the ones that have the highest wait times. And Frozen Ever After is the newest. So I think it's kind of waning, like the demand for it. I almost never see fast passes for it at 30 days out, but I see them, they're more readily available. But let's just say we can't get a fast pass for it. So we're going to come in here and you're going to see all this information about the ride. And you see this is really good, shows you like the crowd levels. But what you really want to do is you want to hit right up here where it says view full forecast. And that is going to give you the wait times for the day. And so today I'm recording this on September 2nd. So that is pulled up. And you can look at this and you can say, okay, at 9:30, it's 15 minutes, like basically at rope drop, park open. And then by 11, it's a 30-minute wait. And then it's going to keep rising. And this is a very low crowd day. So now it's an hour at peak time. And then it's going to come back down. So if you're like, well, this is very interesting. So you just can see like the pattern of how things go. And you can see like, oh, there was a dip there where it was only 34 minutes right before it went sky high again. Okay. So then if you're planning your trip, what's really helpful is that you want to know the prediction. And so what you want to do is come up here in this bar. You could just hit this like a million times till you find your day. But let's say we were going to stick with what the trip we've been planning in November. So let's look at the 17th. Took me a while to figure that out, so that's a good trick right there. So you see the same kind of behavior, but you see that they are predicting a dip right here for whatever reason. I have no idea how or why, but they are very, very accurate. So you can usually count on this. You can watch for this and see what you think is going to happen. But this is going to actually give you like by the hour, the amount of time. So at 9 or 10, obviously it's the best. But then if you don't get around to it at 1, there's another dip where it's only 33 minutes. And then right at park close, it's only going to be 18 minutes. So you can plan for these if you do not have a fast pass and you do not have another way like a child swap or something like that to get into the fast pass line. You can either plan to rope drop it, which means go right at the beginning, or you can plan to like jump in the last line before closure. And so you can actually do this with 2 rides per day because you get one freebie, call it a freebie, at the beginning when the crowds are super low, and then you get one like at 8:59 when the park's about to close, you jump in line, you're going to walk on. We've done that a lot with Frozen Ever After, especially since like if you stay at Boardwalk or Beach Club or something, it's super easy to just run over for like a quick dinner and then do 1 or 2 rides like that. So that's for Frozen Ever After. Now I want to look at, just for my own curiosity, and I think it'll be interesting for you to follow along, I want to check out Galaxy's Edge and the Star Wars situation. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, and this will help you like learn how to use it. And also, this is available on the app. Like the app is called Lines, and you can download Lines, and then let's hit this and see if there's information here. Okay, so we've gotten to the page for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and we're going to hit full forecast. It says current wait time is only an hour. Okay, look at this. It's interesting because people were rushing. The park is opening at 6 to get as many people in through here as possible. So at park open, there's actually a huge wait. And you know what? Let's look at yesterday because we're going to really see history. Like this might still be, doesn't that look scary? I don't like it when it does that. You can still tell. It says the wait times, the crowd calendar predicted, the adjusted predictions and lines throughout the day. So it was much lower than what, it said predicted 10, observed 1. This is because the hurricane. So let me even go back like one more day and see if we can see something else. Still not too bad. Really not too bad. Okay, let's go forward. And I'm going to do, if you don't mind, bear with me because I'm going to do, for my own benefit, while you're watching, I'm going to do our trip. So I'm going to pick the 5th because that is the first day the first full day that we're going to be visiting the parks. Oh, I put something in wrong. This is good that I did this because you have got to put a 2-digit right there or it'll give you an error. So it's got to be 4 digits dash 2 digits dash 2 digits. Okay. All right. So here we are. It says 7 out of 10. That's really pretty good with a new ride coming out like this. And with the park opening at 6, I am not going to be up that early. And it's already, I mean, at 6, it's a 50-minute wait. So there's no way I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count on this being my best chance. An hour and a half wait to jump in the line right at close. Okay, now look, single rider is only 35. So that might be the way to go at 10 p.m. And so standby is for your whole party will be together and you'll ride all together. The single rider is like, basically it's usually for rides where there's 3 seats or, an uneven number of seats. And they'll take parties that are equal first and they'll put, whenever there's an empty seat, they'll grab a person from the single rider line. So it makes this line much more doable because, people don't want to be split. A lot of times they don't understand how it works either, but single rider is really an asset. So it's looking good. It's looking like if we go single rider, it won't be too bad. And then let's go forward and look on the 6th. So you can really plan your entire trip around what's happening here because you can be like, well, if Smuggler's Run is like your number one thing, you can plan at 9 or at 8 a.m. it's down to 47 minutes for some reason. And then they're predicting a down spike at 8:45 p.m. as well. Probably the fireworks is going to draw people away. So for a minute there, it'll be lower. So that is what you want to do. So you want to, any ride that you do not have a fast pass for that is still going to be quite a wait, you want to put those in position where they're either at the beginning of the day so that you can rope drop and get hardly any wait. Put them at the very end of the day so that it's like right at park close and everybody's heading out and they're not thinking about, let me get one more ride in. Or you want to look for something like this and head over there and be ready for that and watch for it. And the Lines app is much more accurate for line times than what is on the Disney signs. Isn't that nuts? The Lines app is updated by people who are waiting in line. And there's enough of a database now that it's very, very accurate. So that's what you want to do. That's your last ditch effort. So you plan your fast passes, You try to get third, fourth, or fourth, fifth, sixth fast passes, and if you can't and you're still stuck, you think, okay, we're going to do that at close, or we're going to plan for it at open. So that's my 2 cents.